Hello and welcome to your Daily 5 with Jane Gallina. I'm also known as Airplane Jane, and I put myself out there on social media to help everybody. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, my website, cjanetrade.com, and you can always email me at jane@cjanetrade.com. So let's talk about something that has been on the forefront. Silver, right? Who has not heard anything about silver lately? I am a huge fan of the physical asset, but we do have some amazing stocks, ETFs, and a mining company today that we will talk about that you can utilize for the next big trade on silver. And do you think we had a little bit in the dark pool with the silver lately? Yes, in fact, they've been positioning for about a year and a half. And this is one of those big patience trades that once it pays out, it's going to pay out very well. Also, in light of what's happened in Canada with them shutting down truckers' bank accounts, physical silver and physical gold are never bad to have on hand in case of an emergency. So let's look at PSLV. This is actually a Canadian company, Sprott Physical Silver Trust ETF, and they do have physical silver bars on hand that you could redeem your shares for if you had, enough to get the large bullion size amount of silver. So looking at this, as long as we stay above that $7.80 level, you can see we do have a nice support with this volume histogram right here. As long as we stay above here, looking for this to move up to new highs. We also had just broke out from this downward trend. And bigger picture wise, we have a larger dip that we have now created a handle to. This is the weekly chart. And so if we look at this, we went down from 450 up to 10, that's $5.50. So rough target longer term would be up to 1350 over here. Roughly the resistance that we saw back in mid-2012. Next up is Aberdeen standard physical silver shares. Looking at this again, very similar chart pattern. We do have bigger volume that sold off February of 2021, but we've been consolidating really since August of 2020, going sideways and just now breaking out of this downward trend. When we look at it on that bigger picture as well, we have a nice cup and handle, right? $28 is the rim area, depth down to roughly $12.50. So we're looking for a bigger move up to higher 30s for Aberdeen standard physical shares. Next up, who doesn't love some glitter, right? I love this ticker, GLTR, for their precious metals. Very similar chart pattern, right? We're seeing that we are holding above these support levels where we've seen this volume come in and breaking out of this downward trend. We do have inflation. Inflation is here to stay until the Fed starts to raise those rates. So we're going to see oil, gold, silver, commodities moving to the upside. And look at this, a beautiful cup and handle. These charts are just spectacular and setting up for bigger moves. So roughly 105 with a depth down to 50, that's $55. Breakout roughly $90 over here. We're looking for this to move up to 145. Now, I'm not saying immediately. These are weekly charts, so do give it some time. We can see that it took, 2016 to 2021 for that initial $55 move. So be patient on these trades, but they do have beautiful setups. Next up is DBS. Looking right here, as long as we can hold above that $30 level, I like this to move up higher as well. And look at this big volume. This is the volume histogram, equivolume candlesticks with StockCharts. And look at this. We have a massive support level right here at $30. We are holding that. Again, on that bigger picture, looks like we could see this move up to $45, $50 in the future. Now we also have the largest mining company, Pan American Silver. Very similar chart, right? And we see that we have the support being held Finally, looks like we have a bottom that's set in the end of January, beginning of February. This one, however, has not broken out of that downward trend just yet. But when we look at it on our weekly chart, yes, that beautiful cup and handle setup, as long as we stay above $20, we have $5 up to roughly $38. So $33 to add from here. We're looking at roughly $57 in the future, in my opinion, on Pan American Silver. If you guys want to learn more about trading around the dark pools, a lot of dark pool activity is placed by the really big guys. We don't necessarily know which direction they're going to take it, except for with that subsequent price action. So come on over and check us out at thedarkpools.com in the training pit. And that's your daily 5 for today with Jane Gallina. Carpe profit and seize those profits one trade at a time.
Hey, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, consider giving it a like down below, maybe leave us a comment, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe at the link up above. We're gonna bring you daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial experts.